Sheriff's Triple E Scholars here to give us the pledge. So if you guys would proceed to the microphone and we can start on this thing here.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Get through with the council.
Oh, I tell you what, let's get the photo first. Good idea. Everybody come up. I need to get in the front. You're all good. Don't worry about it. Y'all are good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
All right. So if you'd, we do have a representative. If you'd like to take just a few statements on your program and what you guys are up to, and
Good evening. My name is Deputy Wanda August with the Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office. There's a quote that we firmly stand on that says, "Children are like wet cement. Whatever falls on them makes an impression." Sheriff Bobby Weber believes totally in this quote. And as a result of that quote, we have what's called the Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office Triple E program. The program is designed to encourage, educate, and empower today's youths. We meet on a monthly basis, the third Wednesday of each month from 4 p.m. until 5 p.m., ages 8 through 14. It's a wonderful program, and we embrace the families, the children, and the community. We have the opportunity to give these children exposure, to let them know that this is a program where dreams do come true. Thank you, President Whitmore, for allowing us to be here, to the city, to the parish council men and beautiful lady. Thank you for having us. To our parish councilman, Oliver Joseph, job well done. We are proud of you. Thank you.
thank you, Deputy. And to add to that, this is kind of part of a program that I believe the administration is trying to start. If you do have a group of youth or something, a program you'd like to come and say the pledge, call the parish office and let us know. We'll try to get you on there, give you a little shout out and ability to give these kids a chance at public speaking. So I do appreciate it, Deputy. Thank you. On the roll call, I think we are only missing Councilman Robert.
Yeah.
Oh, Chase Malonsaw, sorry. Hey, while we're here, right? All right, item number 3, Chair's addition. The only addition I have is to wish my fellow Councilman Brian Hillingsbeck a happy birthday. Yeah, there we go. Not gonna talk about that. Agenda item number 4, public comment signing period. If there's anything on the agenda which you'd like to speak, please fill out a green or red card and turn in. That way you'll be afforded 3 minutes to speak on the topic. Thank you. On the presentations, item 5A, presentation of donation from Exxon Mobil to Ascension Parks Foundation for the Lemonville Park in Donaldsonville. I believe we have a speaker.
Mr. Chairman and members of the council, Mr. Parish President, thank you. My name is Michael Smith. I'm the Public and Stakeholder Engagement Lead for ExxonMobil Pipeline Company for Louisiana and Mississippi. It's an honor to be with you tonight here on the West Bank of Ascension Parish. I've been properly taught by Councilman Joseph, but our commitment to this parish is strong. ExxonMobil and Ascension Parish are ubiquitous for success, and we hope to continue that here tonight with this small contribution towards this great park. But on behalf of the more than 10,000 employees and contractors of ExxonMobil, many of whom call this community of Donaldsonville home, let me say thank you for all that you do to lead this wonderful community and set it up to be one of the best, not only in the parish, not only in the state, but also in the nation. You know, we have a lot going on as ExxonMobil here in Ascension Parish. It's home to hundreds of miles of our pipeline company's assets. We have an amazing presence at the Sorrento Dome that provides very important products that are then made across this region and across the world into things that are absolutely critical for the quality of life that we experience. But it's that quality of life and that the need to support that growing quality of life that brings us here tonight. And that is a commitment to our parks and recreation system in our communities that rely on it so dearly, as an opportunity to not only allow their kids a safe space to recreate, but also is a great sense of community pride. And we recognize that. And so we wanted to do our part in particular of investing yet again this year in the Lemonville Park through the Ascension Parish Parks Foundation. Now, shortly, our pipeline company will have a bit of construction work that's going to be going on in the area. So we have gotten out with councilmen, we've gotten out with a number of you to talk about that work, to describe what that's like, but also we believe in putting things back like we found it and trying to make it better. So this contribution is an anticipation of that work that we're excited about because of not only what it means to this community, but for what it's going to mean for the broader community here in the state of Louisiana. So it's our pleasure today, on behalf of all the employees and contractors of ExxonMobil, to contribute $10,000 specifically earmarked to improvements at the Lemonville Park through the Ascension Parish Parks Foundation. It's our pleasure. Thank you very much.
My name is Falcon Meir. I'm a board member for the Parks Foundation. We've got a few people with us that's also from the board, and we just wanted to say that we're almost at a loss for words. Thank you so much to Exxon. Thank you to the administration. Thank you to the council. It takes everybody to come together and to work towards something like this park. $10,000 is a lot of money. That's not even all they've given us in the past 2 years. It's just going to keep going up from there. And I think that it's a great thing to, build this park, get kids off their phones, get kids outside, get some vitamin D, and it'll bring people together as a community. We just want to say thank everybody involved with this thing.
Thank you. Hey, can we get a picture?
Nope. I'm gonna take a picture. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, can we kind of scoot in just a little bit? Yeah, you're gonna have to kind of scoot in. Like touch, there you go. Military type.
Got everybody?
Yes, we got everybody. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And keep holding it. Thank you, guys.
Oliver's taking that one home.
Haven't got an account number yet.
Yeah, you might can. Mr. Chairman, you don't mind if I say a couple words?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Look, I just want to thank ExxonMobil for this donation, and once again, the West Bank appreciate this. Lemonville is a park that's being under redesign right now, so these dollars will go a long way in that project. And once again, I thank administration and the Recreation Department in basically remodeling the Lemonville. Thank you again. Appreciate it.
Sir, were you able to fill out a card? If you'd like to step to the microphone.
Tyrone Madison, I'm a resident of that area, and on behalf of the people that's within that community, not just that community, because a lot of people use that park, I want to tell you all, thank you very much. It's time, waiting, and I appreciate you guys very much on behalf of Lemonville and anybody else that's involved. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, on agenda item number 6, Parish President's Report.
Good evening, council. Get this situated here. And I do want to echo Councilman Oliver's and just in general, our stakeholders in industry, it is important that they recognize our community, and these type of donations go a long way to match money and other things for improvement for our residents. So I really appreciate Exxon stepping up and the many others that have in the past. I think it matters to us. Many of these industries can give to outside organizations outside of our parish and claim for charities. It's critical they give inside our community, and that's critical that they do that. So we're very appreciative of Exxon tonight and their check. So Ascension Parish government, we held our inaugural Length of Service Award last Thursday. At the event, we recognized 3,040 years of service. Believe it or not, we had 4 employees with over 30 years of service, 8 with 35, 1 with 40, and actually we had 1 employee with 45 years of service. So that was quite a feat. And I'm not even mentioning the 5, the 10, and the 20, and 15, and 25. But it's suffice it to say that we have a committed workforce, and we're excited about that. And we got a lot of positive feedback, just us saying thank you to them. I think that went a long way to recognize, because there are boots on the ground. We approve these things, we approve these projects, we approve the funding for them, but it's those guys that get it done every day. And they're representing us every time they're out in our community from parish government. So we're super proud of them, and we were happy to be able to recognize them. I want to give a big shout out to our HR director, Megan Babin, who's here. Raise your hand, Megan. So her and her staff is the one that pulled this off, and it was a tremendous feat. And so we want to give her a special thank you for that. For announcement purposes, beginning Wednesday, February 12th, Ascension Parish Public Works Department will begin replacing Toby Avenue Bridge. The project involves removing the existing bridge and installing box culverts. So the bridge will be closed to all traffic until further notice. So residents are encouraged to use an alternative route during this time. So that's one of those things where they're going to have to go find a complete different route. So we just wanted to make sure we put that in the parish president's report and that kind of announcement in case anybody was watching or lived near that bridge. That concludes my reports, Chair. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, on to agenda item number 7A, the appointment of interim District 11 council member to serve until a special election is held on October 11th, 2025, to elect a new council member to replace Councilman Michael Mason. I'm going to introduce this individual, and then I will need a motion to appoint. Ms. Tia Starr is a healthcare professional with over a decade of experience, specializing in operations and strategic growth. She holds a Master's of Science degree in Healthcare Management and an undergrad degree in Interdisciplinary Studies, both from the University of New Orleans. She was born and raised with a deep appreciation for both public service and education. She's the proud daughter of a retired military veteran and an education professional. Tia Starr has a strong sense of duty, leadership, passion for community involvement. Tia serves on the Ascension Chamber Board of Directors. She co-founded the Young Ascension's Professionals Group. She is a member of the East Ascension Rotary Club. She serves on the Board of Directors for Volunteer Ascension and is the Vice President of the Leadership Ascension Board and also helped establish the Ascension Parks Foundation. Tia is a busy person. Tia resides in District 11 and is married to Neil Starr. She is also the proud mother of 10-year-old Aiden Starr, 6-year-old Dakota Starr, and the proud stepmother of 14-year-old Nova Starr. If one of my council, motion to Mr. Hillsbeck, second by Mr. Arsenault. Any objection? Hearing none, we'll move to agenda item B, 7B, the swearing in of interim District 11 council member by Judge Turner. Good, how are you?
I state your name,
I, Tia Starr,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws
and the Constitution and laws
of this state,
of this state,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties
all the duties
incumbent upon me
incumbent upon me
as District 11
as District 11
interim council member,
interim council,
according to the best of my ability
according to the best of my ability
and understanding.
and understanding,
So help me God.
so help God.
Congratulations.
Councilmember Starr, whenever you're ready, I'd like for you to join us. Sure. Stand back. Stand back.
Where's the short paper? Where's the tall paper? Okay, I'll leave those.
Because it's you. You know your thoughts are audible, right?
Yeah, I know. My voice carries. My husband said if I can whisper and you hear me the next day.
All right, on to agenda item number 7C, a proclamation ordering and calling a special election on October 11, 2025 to fill District 11 vacancy for the remainder of the term. Proclamation reads as such. Whereas the Ascension Parish Council has received official notification from the Louisiana Secretary of State of the resignation of the District 11 council member effective January 17, 2025. Whereas the resignation has created a vacancy on the Ascension Parish Council for District 11, and the unexpired term of office in which the said vacancy exists will end on December 31st, 2028 and exceeds 1 year. Now therefore, the Ascension Parish Council in lawful session does hereby issue this proclamation pursuant to LSA RS 18602 E2, ordering a special election to fill the vacancy of the Ascension Parish Council for District 11 for the remainder of the unexpired term as follows. Condition 1, the special primary election shall be held on Saturday, October 11th, 2025. And condition 2, the special general election shall be held on Saturday, November 15th, 2025. The dates for qualifying for candidates in the special election shall be July 9th, 2025 through July 11th, 2025. This proclamation shall be published in the official journal of Ascension Parish, and a copy thereof shall be sent by certified or registered mail to the clerk of the 23rd Judicial District Court of Ascension Parish, Louisiana, and to the Louisiana Secretary of State as provided by law. All right, on to item 7D, resolution ordering and calling a special election to be held in we do need a motion. Motion by Mr. Vornado, second by Mr. Hillingsbeck. Any objection? Hearing none. Item 7D, resolution ordering and calling a special election to be held in Belle Maison subdivision, number IDD 2024-01, Belle Savannah subdivision, phase 1, 2A and 2B, IDD 2022-04, and Pelican Point Golf Community, IDD 2024-02, on Saturday, May 3rd, 2025, for the purpose of authorizing the levy and collection of a 15 mil tax on assessed valuation of all property subject to taxation in each of the districts, in perpetuity for the purpose of maintaining all public infrastructure, including streets, drainage, bridges, and culverts within the districts, and further making application to the State Bond Commission for consent and authorization to hold the aforesaid election, and further providing for other matters in connection therewith. I will need a simple majority to accept. So I need a motion. Motion by Mr. Vornado, second by Mr. Hillingsbeck. Any objection? Hearing none. Agenda item 8, Personnel Committee recommendations. Mr. Cullen.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We had a Personnel Committee meeting on the 14th of January, and we got the following recommendations. For the Tourism Board, Rutha Kayette for a 3-year term.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Oliver, second by Mr. Vornado. No objection. No question.
Second, we got Jasper Chafisi.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Arsenault, second by Mr. Vornado. Any objection, any questions? None.
We got Fire Protection District Number 1 for a 2-year term. Cody Reeves, a reappointment.
Motion by Mr. Hillingsbeck, second by Mr. Vornado.
And Michael.
Wait, let me finish. Any objection?
Hey, don't know.
Any questions? Hearing none.
I'm on a roll. Michael Sonier, it's a reappointment.
Motion, Mr. Hillingsbeck, second, Mr. Oliver?
Yes.
Yes. Any objection? Any question? Hearing none.
Good.
Waterways?
Waterways Commission, we got 2-year terms. John Tomplay, a reappointment.
Motion, Mr. Robert, second, Mr. Vornado. Any questions? Any objection? Hearing none.
Greg Bourgeois, a reappointment.
Motion, Mr. Hillingsbeck, second, Mr. Alonso. Any questions? Any objection? Hearing none.
Ronald Bro, a reappointment.
Is that a motion, Mr. Robert? Second, Ms. Alonso. Any question? Any objection? Hearing none.
And Jared Maybill, a reappointment.
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Oliver. Second, Ms. Alonso. Any question? Any objection? Hearing none. All appointments have gone through.
That's it, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Cullen. All right. Item number 9A, Planning and Zoning Recommendations. Zoning Review, ID-PZ 3401.24, Tract X and Tract Y1 of the Charles C. Brown property for Primax Properties LLC, located on the north side of Louisiana Highway 42, approximately 1,400 feet east of Old Jefferson Highway, to amend the Ascension Parish zoning map for mixed use 2 to small planned unit development. Motion to accept by Mr. Hillingsbeck, second by Mr. Vornado. Any question? Any objection? Hearing none. Accepted. All right. Number 10, 10A, introduction of ordinances. Introduction of ordinance DC-24.01 to amend Appendix 2, Section 17-2051 of the Unified Land Development Code to create a new section for food truck and trailer vendors. Motion to introduce, Ms. Alonso. Good to go. Item number 10B, introduction of ordinance ZT-24.02 to amend Appendix 1 zoning tables of the Ascension Parish Unified Land Development Code to add food truck and trailer vendors.
Motion.
Motion introduced, Ms. Alonso. Item 10C, introduction of ordinance ZT-24.03 to amend Appendix 1 zoning tables of the Ascension Parish Unified Land Development Code to add food truck parks.
Motion.
Motion introduced by Mr. Oliver. Item 10D, introduction of ordinance ZT-24.01 to amend Appendix 1 zoning tables of the Ascension Parish Unified Land Development Code to add solar farms per ordinance adopted on October 3rd, 2024.
Motion.
Motion introduced, Mr. Hillingsbeck. 10E, introduction of ordinance to amend the Ascension Parish zoning map from medium intensity residential to crossroad commercial zoning review ID PZ-3566.24, lots 4A and 4B for Annette Martin, located on the south side of Louisiana Highway 621, approximately 720 feet east of Louisiana Highway 44. Motion introduced by Mr. Hillingsbeck. All right. Agenda item 11A, public hearings, reading of an ordinance to acquire an 8.65 acre tract of land off Abbey James Road in Prairieville, Section 32, T8S, R3E, for the amount of $389,250 for regional detention per the floodplain management plan, East Ascension Drainage District Number 1, Mr. DuPatti.
Purpose to acquire a parcel of movable property being 8,639,000 acres located in section 32, township 8 south, range 3 east, southeastern land district of the St. Helena Meridian, east of the Mississippi River, Ascension Parish, Louisiana, for the price of $388,755, calculated at $45,000 per acre plus the cost of closing. Whereas the East Ascension Consolidated Gravity Drainage District Number 1 desires to acquire the said certain movable property, and whereas there is a need and public purpose for the acquisition of certain movable property for the East Ascension Consolidated Gravity Drainage District Number 1, and whereas the East Ascension Consolidated Gravity Drainage District Number 1 does hereby desire to acquire the property, servitudes, and/or rights of ways, and authorizes the office of the parish president to do whatever is necessary to enter into negotiations and acquire said property, and now therefore be it ordained, Ascension Parish Governing Authority authorizes the purchase of the parcel of the movable property being 8.639 acres located in section 32, township 8 south, range 3 east, southeastern land district of the St. Helena Meridian, east of the Mississippi River, Ascension Parish, Louisiana, for the price of $388,755, calculated at $45,000 per acre, plus the cost of closing as more fully described in Exhibit A and Exhibit B attached here to made a part hereof. This ordinance is being adopted in conformity with Section 6-01 of the Ascension Parish Charter. The purchase of the property is subject to approval by the parish attorney and contingent upon the seller being able to deliver a merchantable title. Clint Claymore, parish president, is hereby authorized to sign all necessary documents on behalf of the East Ascension Consolidated Gravity Drainage District Number 1 for the purchase of the property. The ordinance has been submitted to a vote. The vote thereon is as follows.
Motion to open, Mr. Robert. Second, Mr. Varnado. Motion to close, Mr. Hillingsbeck. Second, Mr. Varnado. All right. Item number C, motion to adopt. I have a motion from Mr. Hillingsbeck. Second by Mr. Varnado. All right. Motion is moved. Item number 11D, reading of an ordinance to acquire an 80-acre tract of land located on Lewis White Road in Geismar, Section 22, T9-S, R2-E, for $1,600,000 for regional detention per the floodplain management plan. Mr. DuPatti.
Purpose to acquire a parcel of movable property being 80 acres located in section 22, township 9 south, range 2 east, Ascension Parish, Louisiana, for the price of $1,600,000 $1,600,000 plus the cost of clothing. Whereas the East Ascension Consolidated Gravity Drainage District Number 1 desires to acquire certain movable property, and whereas there is a need and public purpose for the acquisition of certain movable property for the East Ascension Consolidated Gravity Drainage District Number 1, and whereas the East Ascension Consolidated Gravity Drainage District Number 1 does hereby desire to acquire the property, servitudes, and/or rights of ways, and authorize the office of the parish president to do whatever is necessary to enter negotiations and acquire said property. And now therefore be it ordained, the Ascension Parish Governing Authority authorizes the purchase of a parcel of movable property being 80 acres located in Section 22, Township 9 South, Range 2 East, Ascension Parish, Louisiana, for the price of $1,600,000, plus the cost of closing as more fully described in Exhibit A and Exhibit B attached here too, and made a part hereof. The ordinance is being adopted in conformity with Section 6-01 of the Ascension Parish Charter. The purchase of the property is subject to approval by the parish attorney and contingent upon the seller being able to deliver a merchantable title. Clint Claymore, parish president, is hereby authorized to sign all necessary documents on behalf of the East Ascension Consolidated Gravity Drainage District Number 1 for the purchase of the property. The ordinance has been submitted to a vote. The vote done was as follows.
Motion to open, Mr. Robert, second, Mr. Varnado. Motion to close, Mr. Hillingsbeck. Motion, second, Mr. Oliver. Need a motion. Motion to adopt by Mr. Hillingsbeck. Second, Mr. Varnado. Ordinance is adopted. Motion to adjourn by Mr. Hillingsbeck. Second, Mr. Varnado. We are adjourned.